What's up, everybody? Emerald Void here, welcoming you back to episode 2 of Jank Deck Techs. And today we're going to be doing a Reno Galakrond Shaman. It's another one of my Jank Reno builds that's primary focus is Galakrond the Tempest. So whenever you invoke Galakrond the Tempest, it's going to summon a 2/1 elemental with Rush, and then as you invoke him, it's going to summon more and more and more bigger elementals with Rush. It's not the primary win condition of the deck. Like, we've got other stuff in here like Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, things like that. But so we're going to go ahead and jump into the deck tech. All right, so much like Mage, we've got Devolving Missile just because 1 mana, being able to turn 3 potential dudes into minions that cost 1 less is pretty good. It's not as good as like a single target removal like Hex or something, but if they're pushing heavy tempo and they play one of their big heavy hitters, being able to hopefully be able to deal with that for 1 mana is pretty good. Next, we've got Invocation of Frost. That's just a stall card that invokes Galakrond that gives us a 2/1 Lightning Bolt. Obviously 3 damage, overload 1. It's a good removal. It's also good burst damage to the face. Lightning Reflexes. We discover a nature spell, and if we play it, we can discover another, so that gives us more of that RNG that I seem to lean towards when I build these kinds of decks. Primordial Studies. Same thing here. Discover a spell damage minion. Your next one costs 1 less. Then we've got Shock Copper, which gives us an overload card just for RNG. We've got Storm's Wrath if we're making a lot of dudes, even if we're just making tokens and passing, being able to give them 1/1 and just push in for a little extra damage or using it to trade is pretty good. Next, we've got Thrall's Gift. Discover a temporary Lightning Storm, Hex, or Bloodlust. That's just good, just because that's 3 things that we can use that can potentially win us the game or get us out of a sticky situation. Got Witch's Apprentice, add a random Shaman spell to your hand, just RNG goodness. Amphibious Elixir, restore 5 health, discover a spell. So it's a cantrip that's going to get us 5 and get us a spell. Cage Match Custodian draws one of our weapons, which I think this may get cut. I'll have to look again because I've changed the list a little bit since I made it, and I was actually working on it last night. So a few changes have been made. So we may need to cut that for something else, another 2-drop. Diligent Note Taker, it's got Spell Burst, return spell to your hand. So you play him later in the game, play one of your spells like Hex or something, and then you get it back. Kobold Miner, Excavate a Treasure. Excavate's pretty good. He's just a good little 2 mana 1/1. Shroomscavate, give a minion Divine Shield, getting a treasure. Trick Totem, shenanigans, RNG shenanigans. We've got Witch's Brew, just a repeatable 4 health, which is incredible. RNG, King of RNG himself, Zephyrus. Chill Vibes, restore 8th health. If it's our last mana, we get to make a 3/3 with Taunt. Farsight, draw us a card, makes it cost 3 less. Feral Spirits, puts us some dudes on board. Hex, just for removal. Lava Burst, another, instance of 5 to the face, 5 to a minion. Lightning Storm, board wipe. Renathal is in there just to make this 40 cards, 40 life. Sir Finley, the Intrepid, that's for our Excavate cards. That's just a good, oh god, he's got a board full of stuff and we need to get rid of it, but we don't have an answer in our hand. Just being able to turn them all into 1/1 Murlocs is nice. Zola the Gorgon, just for some repeatability on stuff. Devoted Maniac for the Invoke, plus it's a 2/2 with Rush, so that's pretty good. Digging Straight Down, target, 4 mana, 8 damage to a minion, and then get a treasure. The Fist of Rodin, whenever we cast a spell, we get a legendary minion equal to its cost, lose a durability. That's why Cage Match Elemental's in here. We've got Barrow Buster, just a rush excavate guy. He's pretty good. Corrupted Elementalist, invoke twice, so that'll give us 2/2/1s with rush. Dr. Holiday equips the Staff of Nine Frogs, which is just a funny little card that so let's see. So the Staff of 9 Frogs. After your hero attacks, summon a 1/1 frog with taunt. Each frog is bigger than the last. So it makes a 1/1, then a 2/2, then a 3/3, all the way up till it makes a 9/9 frog with taunt. So good for pushing, like just swinging in for poking for damage, or just making a dude or trading to low health minions. We've got Dragon's Pack, which summons 2/3 Spirit Wolves with taunt, and if we invoke twice, they get 3/3, so they're 5/6s, which is pretty good. Hagatha the Fabled. We draw 2 spells that cost 5 or more. We transform them into slimes that when we cast, they cast the spells. The slimes are 1 mana. Shield of Galakrond, taunt, invoke. Reno Jackson, Galakrond the Tempest, Swamp Queen Hagatha, just being able to teach it 2 Shaman spells of our choice and just having a 5/5 that can do so much. We've got Reno the Lone Ranger. This card is incredible. This is an incredible Reno card. That hero power is so versatile in what it can do because it says that it swaps each turn. So if it has no duplicates, you get to empty their board. It doesn't destroy. It doesn't like silence or anything. It just gets rid of. So any death rattles aren't going to trigger any kind of untargetable things that they have on board. Everything. It just wipes their board and then limits them to 1 board space for their next turn. So that just, slows them down. If we've got a board full of stuff that we don't want to lose and they've got a board of bigger stuff or badder stuff, we can just wipe their board, reduce them to 1 board space, and then just push harder. And then you get a bunch of insanely useful hero powers. So 2 damage, refresh a mana crystal. So that basically is 2 damage for free. 2 damage, gain 4 armor. 2 damage, then 1 to all minions. You've got 2 damage, give something 2/2. Discover a spell. Cast a random 3-cost minion. And draw a card. So incredibly useful, incredibly resilient card that is really good. Sometimes we just throw it down on 8 just to get that extra hero power if we've got the tempo. If we're behind on tempo, that's just a good board wipe that gives us a really good, really resourceful hero power. And then finally, we've got Dragon's Queen Alexstrasza, just because being able to add so many dragons to our hands that are probably going to be big and nasty is good. The biggest problem that the deck seems to have is pushing through with big minions. We don't really have a lot of big minions going on. It's mostly like we're relying on our invokes and our little piddly dudes to trade in. So it does kind of have a little bit of a damage problem. And I'll make a follow-up video. This is actually technically version 2 of the deck. We have not actually play tested this yet to see how it works. But just like with the Reno deck, once we play a couple of games with it, we'll go back and revisit it and make a V2, an official V2. But enough yakking, enough yabbing. Let's go ahead and jump into a game. All right, so here we are. We're going up against a Death Knight. This is probably going to be tough for us. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that. We want the health because I feel like he's gonna be making a bunch of big minions. So we're gonna want to keep that. That is not really what we want to see. So on 2, we're probably just gonna hero power pass. He's probably gonna play the 1/3 guy for 1, more than likely. Okay, he just passed. So hero power pass. Now he's going to either hero power or play a dude to start building his corpse count. Yep. He's going to start trying to build his corpse pile so he can start playing his spells. We're going to play that. To get an overload card, hero power. Deal 4 damage to a minion overload. That'll come in handy. That's actually really good. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so trading in there, building his corpse counter. Refresh 2 mana crystals, interesting.
Can't stand the cold.
Death Rattle, draw Frost Spell. Now, we could kill that, or we could just pass. We're going to swing for 1. Draw Frost Spell. Let's just Hero Power and go. We've got health if we need it. If he starts piling on damage, we can heal. I don't really like seeing Alexstrasza in our hand. On 5, we're just going to Corrupt Elemental and... Battlecry, spend up to 3 corpses, freeze that many enemy minions. Okay, so he didn't. So we're going to do this, invoke twice. Get 2 2/1s. And we're going to trade. Then he's just going to probably kill our 3/3 more than likely with something. We could go ahead and Fist of Rodin and then start trying to you know, like Farsight. At the end of your turn, attack the lowest health. Okay, so we are going to... We're going to kill that. Upgraded for each overload card you've played this game. We're going to save that for the end of the game. We run a lot of overload cards, so we're just going to try to... Spell damage totem, nice. We're just going to try to save that for later. And try to get a big minion with that. He's getting pretty high up on the corpse count. He's going to play something... Okay, draw Frost Spell, that's fine. We will... Let's draw a card, reduce it by 3. That's fine, we'll do that. We'll take that. And then we will heal up, get a spell. We'll take the Bracing Cold just for some heal. That's the thing, if we can stay up on the heal until we get Reno, deal 5 damage, freeze all, summon a 5/5 Frostworm. That's fine. We can kill that with Lava Burst. Not a big deal here. Technically, we can Fist of Rodin, then Lava Burst the Frostworm. Get a dude out of it. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to do that. Take a snapshot of your current hand and shuffle it into your... That's not what we want, but it's fine. It's a 3/3 for what we paid to kill a dude, so... Deal 3 damage to minion, discover a Frost Rune card. Alright. So we're kind of doing the back and forth here, trying to keep each other from getting too much of a tempo. Right now, I think he has the tempo, just because we are... Good lord. Yeah, we are running out of stuff here. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna gain the life. We're gonna Shrimpscavate that. We're gonna trade in there. And that's gonna die. He will kill that. We will probably not get anything off the Nat Paggle, honestly. Yeah. Just to draw his card. He's gonna kill our 6/2. Discover a Frost Rune card. Discover 3 cost card, it costs 0. We're gonna play the Azerite chunk. Well, we may play the Steward of Scrolls. Take control of a random enemy minion. That's fine. We can just Lightning Bolt here, honestly. So let's see. How do we want to do? We could just turn them into Murlocs. We kind of want to wait on doing that. Let's get a card. These are terrible. These are all terrible. What the actual piss is going on? We might just want a Murloc here. Through Surf Inley. Totem. I think that may be what we want to do. If all of that doesn't die, we can Zephrys and hopefully get something that's going to buff our board to push in to start dealing some damage, because we are kind of falling behind in the life department. That's fine. We've still got Lightning Bolt. We've still got... We don't really have any heal in our hand. We might could get it off of Zephrys. Okay. Stereo Totem. Yeah, we need to kill his entire border right now if we can. Is my suggestion. Alright, give us something good. Yeah, Flame Strike. Yeah, okay. And then we just trade in here and then push in and then just hit him in the face. We got a 5/5 off of that for the rest of the game. After you cast a nature spell, summon a 3/3. Yeah, we didn't battle cry it though, so that's gonna not do anything. And there goes our board, so... And there's the thing. There's Frostmourne. We've already Zephyrs, so we can't really do anything about that. Let's... discover a 4-cost minion, set its attack and health. Let's do that. It doesn't really matter here. We'll just take that. Totem, swing. We're kind of getting low on life. We really need to Reno here, if we can.
One more death can't hurt. One more death can't hurt.
We really... I think we just Devolving Missile here. Yeah, I think we just Devolving Missile. Then we freeze him where he can't swing. We swing, we swing. Then we play that. Play that. Take that. And we try to push. We froze him so he can't kill anything with his weapon, so... And then if we need to, we've got Galakrond. Oh, well.
You look tasty.
And there you go. That's a thing that happens sometimes. Let's just go ahead and Galakrond. Trade. Trade. Summon a 2/1. Say go. He's going to trade that 4/1 in to get all those minions back, and then we're going to... Oh, he might just go face, actually. Well, either way, he's going to get the minions. So now that's 5, 10, 14 damage. they've got... That's fine. He might just kill us, thinking about it. So he can't swing with that. We want to kill one of the 5/2s, I believe. I think he's got us on the ropes here. I don't think Alexstrasza is really going to do anything for us. We really need to top deck Reno Jackson to be able to do anything here. If we top deck Reno, we're in a good spot. He's digging hard. We're digging hard. Well, we're not digging. We need to be digging, but we're not digging. There goes our board. He's got to trade in his dudes. Not that he cares, because now he's doing that. We go to 3, and then we top deck Reno Jackson. We do not top deck Reno Jackson. Let's just Alexstrasza and hope for the best. So that's our plan. It's just to play a bunch of dudes. And then since we didn't top deck Reno, we're kind of like at the mercy. We're kind of at his mercy here. Because he's still got 6 mana. All he's got to do is draw a direct damage spell and he wins. We still have 20 cards in deck. He has no cards. So if we can just survive for 1 turn. If we can just survive. Alright, that's, yep. Interesting taking the damage there, but I guess he thinks that he can get through. Which he can, but... Oh, there we go. So we're going to have to trade. We've got to trade here. We can't be dilly-dallying. We got to go. We got to push. We got to go. That's fine. I don't think he can still kill our board. Well, maybe he can. He can kill... Yeah, he can kill the 8/2. 10/10 with taunt. There you go. So we're gonna do 4 there. Or 8 there, sorry. Trade here. We want this. We are just trying to push in while we can. He has 1 card in hand. I really do not see a way for him to come back from this. Because we're at 40, he's at 11. He has no cards in his deck. That's fine. I guess he thinks he's going to, like, out-fatigue us, but we're just going to make him cry. And I think we just win because he dies to fatigue. So, that's the deck. How we come back from that, I have no idea. We were pretty much on the back foot through the entire game. But that is the thing about these Reno decks. I said it in my Mage deck, my Reno Mage deck video, and I'll say it in this. Sometimes Reno decks, with that random RNG, just happen to be super resilient. This was a case of we got lucky when we drew the Reno, and he was out of cards, and we were able to push in for that last little bit of damage and get him with the fatigue. But like I said earlier in the video, there will be an upgrade video coming for this at some point in time. But that's going to be it for the deck tech, guys. If you like the video, the deck code, as always, will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Emerald Void, and before I go, I've just got one question for you. Are you feeling nostalgic yet?